So, good afternoon, everyone. Very excited to be here as usual. I want to thank Help, who is organizing such nice events where many people can benefit. And I also want to thank all of you who are so keen learners and very regularly you attend sessions and keep on enriching yourself so that you improve your quality of life, right? Or maybe something you learn, you share with others so that others improve their quality of life. So thank you. And today's topic is very interesting. At the end of the day, we all want to have good relationship with people. And what is relationship? So I want to ask you a question. What do you think? What is relationship? You have relationship with your spouse, with your kids, your parents, your friends, relatives, neighbors, but what does it really mean? Any thought?
Maybe welcome people.
Okay, welcome people.
How do you get along with those people?
Okay, get along with those people. Okay.
It's a emotional bond
Mhm.
and you feel good about yourself in his presence.
Makes sense? So, relationship is all about magnifying the human experience. And at the end of the day, we all want to have good relationship, so that we magnify our human experience and feel good about it. So, today's session, we are going to talk about 3 fundamental techniques which will help us build relationship with others quickly and elegantly. It's just like foundation of the building. If the foundation is not strong, you can't have a strong building on top of that. These fundamental techniques are so fundamental in nature that if we follow them, we will reap rich rewards. If we don't, we will fall flat and face serious problems. So when we discuss, you will come to know about it. Has anybody heard about Dale Carnegie here? Yeah, everyone?
How to influence people.
Exactly. So, very famous book, it's a classic book. He wrote somewhere in 1930s. And one of the best book which we must read and follow. Whatever he has written in 1930s, they hold good even today. They will hold good any time. The type of principles he has mentioned, you will realize that yes, it makes sense. I think we must do it. But we forget and we don't do them. Some of us do. People who do, they go far. There is a wise man who said, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others. And for that, you need to have people skills. So we are going to learn 3 things. First, 3 fundamental techniques in handling people or getting along with people, giving feedback, art of appreciating others. A person named Stanley Allen, who was the business leader, he said, the most useful person in the world today is the man or woman who knows how to get along with other people. Human relations is the most important science in living. If we don't know this science, our living is affected. If we know this science and start practicing it, we will see that living becomes so joyful. Something is not yeah. So Dale Carnegie said that if you want to become a leader, it's a 3-step process. Step 1, you must be able to build rapport with others. Okay, that person must like you. If he doesn't like you, forget it, he will not follow you. Very simple. Once you build rapport, he starts liking you, you are friendly, then you can get his willing cooperation. You can start influencing him. There are some principles around that as well. And once you can get his cooperation, you can lead him. You can get his commitment to lead him. So, on the whole, he has mentioned 30 principles. And we are going to talk about 3 principles today, which are most fundamental of all, which are at the base of pyramid of starting to build relationship, to build rapport with others. So, what are they? Yeah. So, the first one, do you see something here? Is it clear?
Yeah, running.
Running. There is a bee is all chasing him. Yeah. So, the principle is this: if you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. So true, isn't it? Yeah. What does this tell us? Let's look at that aspect. Let's have a look at one of the videos. Okay, so I think it is not working. Yeah, so it's not showing me the icon, it's not working. So anyway, we will skip that one.
Can you slideshow?
Yeah, I just want to go to the slideshow. Okay, so do you see somebody here, some personalities? So on my right is none other than Mahatma Gandhi. On left,
His son.
no, it's Nathuram Godse. 30th January 1948, Nathuram Godse assassinated our national father Mahatma Gandhi. How many people agree that what Nathuram did was good? How many of you agree? Anybody agrees? What? Nobody agrees, right? What he did wasn't good at all. I mean, he did a heinous crime, right? When the hearing started, he came up with a lot of logics and he justified his act. And there was a judge named G.D. Khosla. He said, I have no doubt that had the audience of that day been constituted into a jury and entrusted with the task of deciding Godse's appeal, they would have brought in a verdict of not guilty by an overwhelming majority. We all know what Nathuram Godse did was a crime, but the way he justified, he managed to convince many people, even the judge, that what he did was right. So he justified his act, doesn't matter what he did. Let me give you another example. On my right, Theodore Roosevelt, who was the President of United States of America between 1901 and 1909. And on my left is William Taft, who was also the President from 1909 to 1913. Theodore Roosevelt, in 1908, he handed over the presidency to William Taft, who was a very good colleague of his, and he left for safari in South Africa. Okay. After a year, he came back and he denounced Taft for his conservative policies. He said, Taft has taken America down, and he protested against everything what he has done, and he stood for the election himself for the third time presidency. He formed his own party, and Taft lost badly in the next election. But Taft did not understand why Theodore Roosevelt was against him. So with with tears in his eyes, he said, I don't see how I could have done any differently from what I have. So whatever he did, he also justified his act. So the point is that no matter what a person is doing, from his point of view, he is doing right. From others' point of view, he may be wrong. But from his point of view, he is right. Why everybody wants to justify his or her action? Why? My question to you. What happens? Why people justify their act? Why not they accept that they have done something wrong? Why did not Taft accept that he did wrong? Why did not Nathuram Godse accept that he did something wrong? And if you look in your life, there will be situations where people have criticized you. There would be situations where you criticize others and they justified it. And when they criticized, you justified it. Why does it happen? We need to go down inside and try to understand that there is some human nature which is working. But what is that human nature?
It's a deep desire to be right.
Deep desire to be right.
It's a
Yes.
human nature.
It's human nature. Yes.
Ego.
Ego. Okay. Any other answer?
What's the question, sir?
Yeah, my question is that why people justify their acts? Even if somebody else says what you did is wrong, but they justify somehow. They try to,
Why they always feel they are right? That is
not always, but let's say somebody does
what
something
they-
wrong, yeah? Let's forget about others, the examples we talk about. Just think about yourself. Have you come across any situation where someone close to you in your office, maybe at work or at home, which did something wrong, you did not like it, and you criticize him, now what you have done is wrong, and he tried to justify it? Have you come across such situations? I think there are many.
Many times, many times.
When
So,
you believe that you're right.
yes,
Somewhere you know. Justify that.
right. So you believe that you are right.
Stuck in your beliefs.
Yes,
In a
yes,
way.
true. So let's look at.
Somewhere isn't it that your guilt conscious somewhere tells you
Hmm.
you have not done a right thing.
Hmm.
So you want to justify that really I am right.
I am right. So you are trying to forcing that
Yeah.
you don't want to accept that guilt somehow. Okay, very
You want
nice.
to want others to accept you. In spite of doing whatever you've done.
Yes.
But you want others to accept you.
Yes, correct. Very true. Let's look at what really happens inside. Whatever you said, they're making sense, but there is something inner. So let's look at that inner part. 99 out of 100 people don't criticize themselves no matter how wrong they do. Okay, so that is a fact. And there is one person who accepts their mistakes. Okay, and that 1% you'll see that they really do well in life because they are open people. They learn from every mistake they make.
Unless you accept that you have made a mistake, you will never change.
You'll
The
never
turning
change,
point is
exactly.
When you accept the
Exactly. You accept and then you improve.
Yes.
You learn something and then you improve from there on, right? And many, I mean, who doesn't make mistakes in life,
Yeah.
right? We have so much imperfections in ourselves.
There are valuable human beings.
Yeah. Now, why people don't like is because it owns their precious pride. Pride is one of our possessions and we all want to hold on to it.
We don't want to lose our face.
Don't want to lose it.
Ego.
Yeah,
part of-
ego is little slightly on the negative side. Ego, pride is, yes, we take pride in being Indians, right? So pride is something on the positive side. Yes, there are many people don't accept their criticism, their mistakes because of ego. That is one of the reasons. But then deep inside is pride. At the end of the day,
feeling important, giving importance to your
yes,
you don't want to lose that importance.
Right.
you don't want to lose that importance, and that is precisely the next point. It hurts the sense of importance. And we will do anything, friends, to feel important.
Yeah.
If somebody criticizes you, you feel that you are losing your importance, and that's why you feel bad about it. That's human nature. You know, I'll tell you when we talk about the next principle that how important is to feel important. You know, what is that deep desire inside us which makes us feel or want that yes, I am important and I should, you know, others should also give me that importance. Acknowledge that. People strive to justify themselves all the time, okay? So 99% of the people are like that. And that helps us go to principle number 1, which says, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. And why so? Criticizing another person not only damages that person's reputation, but also puts a dent in our own. It's like homing pigeon, friends. Just like the pigeon comes back home all the time, if you criticize other, you will also get criticism back.
3 fingers pointing at.
Yeah.
Exactly. 1 finger this side and 3 finger our side. You see, since it hurts people's pride, okay, and you might be very strong, very talented, very bright, okay, but the moment you criticize others, that person will criticize you back. If you are in a position of authority, power, position, that is fine. The person may not speak something, but inside he will criticize you. कि आपने भी तो ऐसा किया था. You know,
There is equal and opposite.
equal and opposite reaction. So it's not a best practice to criticize anybody. But then the point is, then how do we get things done? If a person in my office is coming late every day, now I don't criticize him, but I want him to correct his behavior. True? I want him to be disciplined, right? So how do we deal with that? So first thing is try to understand them, figure out the reason, you know, have empathy towards others. There is a reason why he has done it. Taft had a reason why he had those conservative policies. So we need to look at things from others' perspective. Okay, that's very important. That's a very good quality. Many of us look at things from only our perspective. We don't look at things from others' perspective. Give feedbacks. Yeah. Feedback helps you develop relationship and at the same time help that person correct his behavior. He will not feel bad about it. Okay, so see that how you can give feedback so that the person corrects behavior and at the same time the relationship is intact and you have not criticized the person.
Without hurting him.
Without hurting him, without hurting his sense of importance, without hurting his pride. Okay. Breed sympathy, tolerance and kindness. It's a character strength, friends. I mean, it really requires courage to not react strongly to others. We human beings get angry so fast that if we see things not happening as per our choice, we strongly react to that, you know, and it requires sympathy, tolerance and kindness to give feedback and not to criticize, condemn and complain about others. So what happens that when you have this type of qualities in you, you will see that the relationship between you and the other person will become stronger.
Yeah.
You know?
But see the third point, no, it's not that easy to cultivate because as per human nature, like when you feel disturbed or angry on someone, at least first we can understand, okay, we can try, but the breed sympathy, tolerance, kindness, can you tell us how we can do it?
Yeah. So it's a matter of
Because
attitude.
I feel it's not that easy to.
Absolutely, it's not easy, and that's why we have so much anger in the society, right?
How do you tell yourself that I have to?
Yeah, it's there are two things. First is the matter of attitude. Once you are convinced that yes, this is the right approach, I will not criticize anybody, but I will give feedback, because that is a good thing to do. Just like I will not like anybody to criticize me, because what I did for a reason and I justify that. Similarly, other person also, whatever he does, he justifies that. So let us try to understand things from his point of view.
Very important.
So it's a matter of attitude. First you need to understand that yes, I agree with that, you should be convinced, and then you will follow it. Okay. Secondly, once you are convinced, then you start following it, right? Then you see the behavior of the guy. If the behavior of the guy is not changed, you give feedback again. Again not changed, give feedback again. You see, one approach doesn't work, use different approach. Another approach doesn't work, use third approach. Change the strategy.
Basically, you have to tell yourself that practicing this is ultimately going to help me.
Absolutely. You have to practice.
In getting my things done or whatever.
Yes, and you have to enjoy the process.
You have to enjoy it.
You see, remember when we were studying in the schools, even I used to do my schooling 20 years ago, and at that time we had a different mindset, right? We want to grow, we want to become successful, we want to earn lots of money, right? And now we come to middle age, and then we start moving towards the older age and all that. But every point, every stage of our life, we are looking for happiness, right? We want to enjoy, but we are missing the point.
So ultimately, in your own interest, you have to practice.
You have to practice, yes, in your own interest. And we have to enjoy every moment.
You can also tell yourself that if I cultivate kindness towards others, maybe when I make a mistake, someone will also be
Very true.
tolerant
Yes,
enough to
yes. Very true.
forgive me.
Very true.
Because if I don't forgive others, how can I expect others to forgive me?
Absolutely correct.
That is one of the things how we can communicate.
Absolutely. That's why it is required empathy, right? That's why try to understand from their point of view. And same thing, when I do something wrong, I don't want others to criticize me. I want others to forgive me, or I want others to give me constructive feedback, right? So similarly, I should also adopt the same behavior towards others. So it's a matter of attitude and then practice and enjoy the
And
process.
it's a good way to take people along with you.
Very
I
true.
will give you a live example.
Yes.
In Voltas, in my team, we did one project. So one of the team member was not that cooperative. I mean, he was intelligent, everything, but not cooperative. He did some mistake in that, and it was grave mistake at that time. The company lost some 10,000, 15,000 at that time.
Okay.
So after that, I covered up. I mean, not highlighted to the management and all this. It was a way of in the project. And after that action, he knew that the member that he has been covered up again before the management, because it was a genuine mistake. I mean,
Right.
it was not purposely nothing.
Right.
Intention was good,
Correct.
but made a mistake.
Right.
So after that, I have seen a total change in behavior
See?
of that person. He was
Absolutely.
totally cooperative.
See, look at it.
This is the live example.
Yes. So this is a very good example of positive behavior towards somebody who has made a mistake. He became so loyal to you, and he improved his behavior, which helped him as well as the company. And that's what we want, right? The performance has to improve. So if you can achieve it by positive behavior, better do that, because this always affects. Now, giving feedback, I do this exercise in the workshop, but we can ignore this one here. So the first principle is your do not criticize, condemn, or complain. Now, I want you all to remember this. How can we remember this? Can we use some memory technique to remember this?
Triple C, no? C.
Triple C. So the experts say that whenever you want to remember something, try to link a new information to something existing. Some existing information, link the new information, and then and revise a few times, and then it will get inside your head all the time, right? So I'll give you a tip. Now everybody knows A, B, C, D, correct? A for apple. So can we think that we have a big, huge apple, right? As big as this room, okay? And there are 3 bites on that, and they are in the shape of C, right? So 3 C's on a big apple, huge apple, and 3 C indicate do not criticize, condemn, or complain, correct? So apple, whenever you remember, you'll remember that 3 C, so you'll revise it once or twice, maybe in the session itself, but after session also, maybe just tomorrow when you get up, and then it will get in your body, and then you can start practicing it, right? Now we move to the next principle, and this is the secret. And we'll know how is it the secret. And you have done it sometimes, but it's good if you do it regularly. You will see the miracles happening. The big secret of dealing with people. This gentleman, I don't know, it's slow or perhaps, Sigmund Freud. Have you guys heard his name? Yeah. He is a neurologist known as father of psychoanalysis. He said, everything you and I do springs from 2 motives, physiological urge and the desire to be great. Physiological urge meaning eating, sleeping, all the needs of your body, right? Shelter, clothes, everything. That they are survival instincts, we need them. But the desire to be great, whatever we do, just imagine every one of us, everyone on this planet is doing things only for fulfilling these 2 things. And thank God we have the desire to be great. Thank God our ancestors had the desire to be great. Otherwise, we would have been like animals, where only physical power played the role. Today the mind has developed. We have tried to do a lot of things to bring distinctions in the society, to get name and fame, and also to add value to the society, right? Contribute towards bettering people's lives.
The progress comes only when we have the desire
to be great, right? Do something different, create distinction in the eyes of the people. Then only I get name and fame, right? I get success, isn't it? So this is about that. So it's good to have, we all should have desire to be great. Now my question to you is, how can you be great? When we have the desire to be great, how can we be great?
You have to make effort for that in the right direction with right intention.
Okay, make effort, yes. But to get what? What you can have or do which will make you feel that you are doing a good job, which will make you feel that others would think you are a great person. What can you do? What can you have?
Positivity, spread positivity.
Okay, so kind of training others, about positivity. Okay, that is one thing.
To train the mind of the other people.
Say again.
To train the mind.
Okay. Okay, so that is one thing. Let us come down to something related to ourselves.
To get happiness in the family.
Okay, so having a good family, that makes you feel great. Yeah, so having good family, number one. What else?
I think most of people feel that fame would be the best thing.
Fame, but how will you get fame?
Yeah.
How will you get fame?
Highly educated.
Highly educated, very nice.
Professionally successful.
Professionally successful, yes. So getting some higher designation in the organization.
Help others.
Contribute to others.
Community development.
Yes.
Do something different or creative.
Yes, do something different, do something creative. Having a big house, we all desire to have a big house, right? Having lots of money, true? Very important. So let's look at some of them. Having lots of money makes, and we all want that, don't we? Yeah? And we must have, don't we? Shouldn't we? Mercedes car, big house, big bungalow, beautiful, right? Mercedes, you speak and you get, right? Medals, recognition, achievements, rewards, great family, philanthropic work, Bill Gates, what he is doing. So these are some of the things which makes you feel great if you do, right? And we all are moving towards them, whether we believe or we don't. And we all have to feel that we want to be great. Otherwise we will become martyr, right? We are not martyrs, we are human beings, right? And we have to add value to others, and that is the only way to, make you feel that you contributed beyond yourself. When you always think, okay, I have to earn money, then always, your mindset is occupied that whatever I am doing, I am getting something out. But look at Bill Gates. Now, Bill Gates is sharing his wealth with the world, but he also wants something out of that, right? He doesn't want money, but what he wants? He wants satisfaction.
Happiness.
And that's what means happiness to him. And that's how we tell him he's a great guy, right? So, every one of us does things for his or her reason. It's very simple, straightforward. Okay. Now, I just want to tell you a small story which happened in early 20th century in US. The guy in my right is Andrew Carnegie. I don't know, have you heard the name of Andrew Carnegie? Very famous, very rich guy, and he was still magnate and a great philanthropist. The guy on my left is Charles Schwab. He is also American steel magnate, but earlier he was working under Andrew Carnegie. Can you guess what would be salary of Charles Schwab in 1910, 1915? Let's say 1915. What could be his salary which Andrew Carnegie was paying to him in US? Guess, at that time there was no tax in US. Yeah.
It must be in dollars.
$2 lakh a year? Year, okay. Any other figure?
5 lakhs.
5 lakhs, okay. Any other? Huh? Okay, so, huh?
I'll say $1 million.
$1 million. So, you hit the nail. That's the right answer. $1 million per year. At that time, when there was no tax in US, and $50 a week, supposed to be well off. At that time, this man was earning $1 million a year. Now, what was the secret to earning such a huge salary at that time? So, Dale Carnegie interviewed him, and then in his own words, Charles Schwab said, so just we look at the blue ones. Develop the best that is in a person is by appreciation and encouragement. He says, I'm just focusing on the blue one. I never criticize anyone, which is the first principle. If I like anything, I am hearty in my approbation and lavish in my praise. So he used to encourage people, appreciate people, and then get the things done. He never criticized anybody, and that was the secret to his success. Correct. Now, this is a startling fact. William James, who was a professor in Harvard University and also known as father of modern American psychology, he says, the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. It is not desire, friends. It is not even want. It is craving. We human beings are hungry for appreciation, whether we accept or we don't. But deep inside us, we have. Just imagine a person does a lot of good work and nobody appreciates him. What would he do next time?
You want to be encouraged.
he would not be encouraged. Simple.
Demotivated on the
He'll be demotivated. Doesn't matter how big that person is. Every one of us needs appreciation. So, principle 2. Give honest, sincere appreciation.
Yeah, that word honest is very important.
Yeah.
Because if you feel that a person is not
Honest,
not
it's a
worth the
flattery,
flattery,
it will do more harm.
Yeah, it will
And
more
and we
Absolutely.
all human beings have that intuitive capacity to know that.
Very true, very true.
Is it real or it's
It's a flattery. Yes, that's why the word honest and sincere are there. When you appreciate somebody, do it honestly and sincerely, genuinely. It should not be just makhan baji. No, that doesn't work. That will disconnect the person from you. Now there are few things to take note of. Appreciation builds our image faster than any other practice. After all, the success of any job demands cooperation and effort from others. People contribute to our success as much as we contribute to theirs. As we discussed that everybody does things for his or her own reason. If you want cooperation from others, you have to also cooperate with him. You have to give him something, show him something that if he does it, he will also become successful. Then only he will work for you and he'll make you successful. It's very simple. The best way to motivate anybody is show him the benefits that he will get from doing it. Okay, so the principle 2 is give honest, sincere appreciation. But many people do not appreciate. True? Agree? Many people don't communicate appreciation to their colleagues. But ठीक है, हो गया, अपना काम किया है. What is the reason? Why many people do not communicate appreciation?
You fear that somebody will take advantage.
Very good. People can take advantage, they misinterpret it and they may take advantage of this, right? If I appreciate somebody. Very good point.
and sometimes by nature also. I mean, actually it is wrong, but
Very
by
good.
nature, I mean, internally really appreciate. But why to use words?
Yes.
Actually, it is wrong.
Right.
But
Yeah.
by nature, he is like that.
Yeah, what you said is wrong, I said that is right. Yeah. So very true. Habit, you said take advantage, taken for granted.
When we are paying somebody for service, we say, well, we are paying them, so why do we appreciate? Like
Okay.
the watchman or anybody in the building,
It's not
your
needed.
servant, your maid, if they do a good job, we don't say
We
thank
are
you.
Yeah.
given money.
That is duty.
Just
That
duty.
is duty.
Yeah, very true.
He's doing what he's being paid for. Why do I have to appreciate?
Very true, very true.
Maybe a past experience, because if someone, like suppose if I have appreciated someone in the past and लोगों ने बोला यार देखो ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा sweet हो रहा है, sweet इतना sweet हो रहा है,
हाँ, very
then
true.
over a period of time I start feeling नहीं यार why should I be so sweet?
That is also.
Excellent. So I am very happy. Give a big round of applause to all of yourself. Yeah, I think very well said. So let's look at some of those points. Habit, you said, is a habit. They don't feel like appreciating. It's there in their blood. They think, yeah, no, it's okay not to appreciate. Some people are not comfortable. They don't know how to do it. Okay. Take others for granted, right? Yeah. Fear of being misinterpreted as well. If I appreciate, I don't know how will interpret it and things may go wrong. Some people don't know how to do it, so on and so forth, right? So these are a few reasons why people don't communicate appreciation. So how can we do it? But do you all agree first of all?
Yeah.
Yeah, agree that we must appreciate others, right? First thing we need is change the attitude. Change in attitude that what honest appreciation get results and criticism and ridicule fail. When you criticize others, you ridicule others, that person may work in that moment, may deliver you the results, but in the long term, he'll not. So appreciation works all the time. You just gave one beautiful example and it changed the guy for his life. He will always remember you, I am telling you. If you really give sincere, honest appreciation to others, everybody can feel that and they will always remember you. You know, doesn't matter what type of relationship you will have. And see, money can't buy you things what this appreciation can buy you. And when you do it honestly and sincerely and without any ulterior motive, then man, that person is going to be so loyal to you. He'll start believing you, start, you know, whatever you say, he'll just follow.
Faith in you.
He develops faith in you. So that is one thing I think we must follow. So let's look at what Ralph Waldo Emerson said. He said, every man I meet is my superior in some way, in that I learn of him. Just imagine when a person like Ralph Waldo Emerson can learn something from other person. What about us? So it's a matter of attitude. We think, अच्छा ये झाड़ू मारने वाला बंदा है, ये डोमेस्टिक हेल्प है, इससे मैं क्या सीखूंगा? Now Ralph Waldo Emerson could learn from everybody. No, I mean, look, it changes your perspective, it changes your attitude towards other. Have that attitude that yes, I can learn something from every individual, and that will develop habit of appreciating others, respecting others. It's all at the end of the day is here, right? Any success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. If I think right here, I will act and behave appropriately. If I think wrong here, I will act and behave wrongly. Okay? So this is all related to psychology. I'll give you one formula to appreciate others. Okay? And this is a beautiful formula, and I'll really I want you all to remember that. So before I tell you that formula, you tell me, what are the things which you can appreciate in others?
You cannot.
What are the things which you can appreciate in others?
Honesty.
Honesty? Qualities? Okay, so honesty is a part of quality. Very good. Quality. What else? Or characteristics in other words, right? Personality traits in another word.
Many things. Commitment.
Commitment. Efficiency. So these are part of personal quality.
Personal.
Talent and attitude.
Talent, attitude. So,
Abilities.
very well said. So these all things come under personality traits. So we can appreciate somebody's personality trait. That is one. What other things we can appreciate?
Personal suggestion if somebody give, we should appreciate. If somebody give good suggestion, somebody wearing nice shirt or nice pant, we should appreciate, very nice shirt. He will feel more happy.
Agree, everyone? Yeah.
Apart from
So nice shirt, sorry sir, nice shirt or a nice house, nice television, nice watch. Can we say they are things? They are things. So we can appreciate things.
Yes.
Correct. What else we can appreciate?
The characteristic of a person, like suppose if you are in a hurry, you want to catch a train and you are dashing on somebody. It is your mistake, but other person just, it's okay, he laughs it. That is a good characteristic. I mean,
Okay, so good quality.
good quality.
Yes, correct.
Nature, I think.
Correct. Correct.
Attitude.
Second, ma'am.
Attitude.
Attitude, yes, quality, attitude. So let me tell you what are the things which we can appreciate. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, like the other day I was sitting with one of a very big CEO of a company, and we were having some lunch and dinner.
Okay.
So after that, waiter served us the food and all. So he actually told the waiter, "Thank you very much."
Yeah.
And even when we were getting into a vehicle,
Mhm.
so he used to always say thank you, matlab wo thank you wala habit, and he used to do it very genuinely.
Correct. It's natural.
Yeah, it was
It's
not
natural.
show.
Yeah, yeah. Once I was watching one program on television, and there that was related to interview of Narayana Murthy. So the interviewer was from BBC, I think, BBC channel, and then they had gone to the canteen, and the waiter brought some tea or some snacks, and then Narayana Murthy said, "Thanks a lot." You know, see, these are the leaders who express their gratitude towards everything, you know, but people who are not so great, they start showing their attitude. अरे इसको मैं क्यों thank बोलूँ, मैं क्या जरूरी है
A
ये?
little boy
हाँ.
was getting out of a BST bus, said thank you to the driver.
See, wow, so beautiful, right? So beautiful. And now that driver will remember it forever.
I remember.
You remember it. You remembered it. See, look at that guy. The small boy acts his behavior inspired others. And see, I'll tell you, there's
It's difficult when you're
Hmm.
getting
Difficult,
down.
yeah.
And you, that fellow will look at you like that, "Kya what the hell you're telling me?" He's not used to it.
he's not used to it, yeah. But he will keep in his heart, right? Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
so-
always say that when you live with the attitude of gratitude,
Huh.
abundance flows towards you.
Very true, very true. The only thing is that how we really practice it, implement it in our life. That
it is contagious actually,
Yeah.
because it will pass on to somebody else.
correct,
So
correct.
it's a cycle actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Now there is a, actually all of us are aware there is a lot of problem in Maharashtra farmers, Vidarbha area.
Yeah.
So 3-4 days back there was a very nice interview of Nana Patekar.
Mhm.
So when he was asked like you are doing a good charity, don't call it charity. It is a responsibility.
Wow, very nice.
Charity is out of ego.
Yeah,
And this help is just out of human responsibility. Please
Yeah.
don't use the word charity. I'm
yeah.
not doing
Wow,
charity.
so nice of him, right?
This thing is changing actually. I've seen a lot of people thanking for life.
Yeah.
sorry, please.
Things are changing, culture is
And
changing.
It's becoming like it's an accepted behavior now.
Mm.
It's not that it's not an exception to the rule. It is
Yeah,
it's there. It has to be done.
very true.
If you don't do it, you are not learned to do it.
Yes, very true. In fact, you gave example of the child, you gave example of the CEO, Narayana Murthy or Nana Patekar. See, I'm remembering a quote which was given by a person named Quincy Jones, who was the 6th US president. He said, if your actions and behaviors inspire others to do more, achieve more, or become more, then you are a leader. Now that small child said thank you, right, to the genuine, right? Yeah, children will not do mischievous things, right? Now he inspired you, so he's a leader. Narayana Murthy said thanks a lot, he inspired us, he's a leader, right? Nana Patekar gave such a beautiful message, responsibility, he inspired many people, he's a leader. So you see, leadership is all about inspiring others to do more, become more, achieve more. Now you would also like to say, driver,
No,
thank you,
I
right?
take it forward.
Mm.
It was
Yeah,
party
please.
time. I had packets of chocolates, I could give to my staff and give to people around. So I put extra. That inspired me so much. I gave 2 packets, one to conductor, one to driver.
Wow, wow.
She was really inspired.
Oh, the same day? The same, oh, wow. Very nice.
Too much to
If a kid is doing, let me do little more. Yeah, very nice, very nice. So nice of you. See, people don't really give importance to such things, but they are really, I mean, if we start following it, we also feel good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you think that, yes, I did something to bring a smile on somebody else's face, I did it something selflessly, that will make you feel happy about it. So let us get down to this formula. Is TAPE, T-A-P-E, tape, okay? Now T stands for things. Already you said shirt, room, television, computer, watches, anything. We human beings take pride in our possessions. Yeah. If I say, oh, very nice specs, sir, for example. Yeah. It will bring a smile on your face. You will say thank you, right? So when you bought, and it has to be genuine. If your spec doesn't look nice to me, I should not do that. Then it will be flattery, right? Then you will kind of take pride that yes, I made a good decision to buy this frame, right? Yeah, exactly. So things we can appreciate. Second thing, we can appreciate achievements. Somebody got promoted, somebody got good grade in the exam, somebody completed the project within a stipulated time, somebody started a big company, so on and so forth. They have achieved something in life. We appreciate achievement. The third thing, and the most important of all, is personal traits or characteristics. What you said about qualities, commitment, integrity, honesty, attitude, everything comes under this personality traits. Now, people value these things in the reverse order. If I appreciate about your spec, you'll remember for 5 minutes and then you may forget. If I appreciate that, oh, you got promoted as a manager from a team leader, oh, it's a great achievement, you may remember for 2 or 3 days. But if I appreciate that you are a very honest and value driven person, you have very positive mental attitude, and I really love the way you inspire people, that will stick in your head for ages. It's human nature, because we always value personal traits more than anything else. So whenever you have to appreciate somebody, try to look for some personal traits, personal characteristics. If you don't find, look for some achievement. If you don't find, then go back to things. But normally when we meet somebody, something looks good to us, we appreciate. So that's okay. But when you really want to appreciate somebody, always focus on personality traits first, followed by achievements, followed by things.
I have a question here.
Yes.
How do you appreciate a personal traits or characteristics? The first two things are easy to say.
Okay.
So suppose you feel, you internally feel that this person is so honest. How do you go and tell him that, oh, I appreciate your honesty?
Yeah, so if he has done some work which you think he has done because of the honesty, then you appreciate. I really like your honest approach. Somebody speaks blunt on your face that, no sir, what you have done is wrong, this would not work out well for the company. You say, I really appreciate your honest opinion about it, your genuine opinion about it. Or if I have to appreciate you, I would say, I really like the way you ask questions. You have an inquisitive mind. Yeah. Now, you can find some characteristics, some qualities based on the interaction you have with others. Now, this TAP are fine. Only 3 things we appreciate, and try to follow in the reverse order. P higher value than A higher value than T. Now, there is E. What is E?
Enthusiasm.
Okay, enthusiasm. Any other answer?
Energy.
Energy. Okay. Okay, let me give you the answer. E is evidence. Evidence is important. If you don't give evidence, your appreciation, your appreciation may look like flattery. Now, what do I mean by appreciation? Now, evidence. You are asking questions, right? So, I think you have very inquisitive mind. You really ask very intelligent questions. So, am I not giving evidence? You are asking questions, right? I am giving that as an evidence. Now, if somebody has become manager, from team leader, for example, then say, it's a remarkable achievement. Just in 2 years, you got promotion from team leader to manager. Wonderful. Now you are giving up evidence over there.
Proof you are
giving a proof, because evidence is a must, and that whenever you give evidence, you also ask little question. Now, just coming back to that inquisitive mind, if I say, sir, I think you have inquisitive mind, you really ask very intelligent question. How do you manage to come up with such questions at that point in time? Does it make it more credible? Yeah, and does it encourage you to speak something? Yeah, so that is the real appreciation.
Yeah.
You inspire the guy to follow it and also dig inside himself that why does he do what he does. So just try this technique and you see how you will win the hearts and minds of people. Yeah. Now, evidence defeats doubts, correct? That's why we need evidence. Now, defeats mean what? You can have some sort of demonstration, you can have some sort of examples, facts, exhibits, analogies, testimonials, statistics. So these are the different forms of evidence. So normally in workshop we do that, but here just we'll look at high level. Okay. Okay, so this also we ignore. So our second principle is give honest, sincere appreciation. How can we remember that with our alphabet B? Now B meaning bat, right? Apple, bat, yeah. Can we link bat with a tape? Tape is, I want you all to remember this formula tape, that you can appreciate things, you can appreciate achievements, you can appreciate personality traits. And E meaning give evidence, ask questions. So can we remember that or link a bat with the tape? How can we create some ridiculous association? The illogical, the more ridiculous association you have in your mind, the easier it will get, remembered. That's how our brain works. Anything illogical you do know, the brain remembers.
I'm playing a cricket and I hit a sixer.
Okay.
And tape is attached to the handle.
Yes.
And that is in my hand, and bat is going towards the six.
Very good. Illogical?
Illogical.
Ridiculous. Will you be able to remember? Yeah.
Give the apple to the bat.
Yeah. Tape the
Apple like a ball.
tape the apple to the bat. Yes, that's how also you can remember. So there could be multiple ways, whatever works for you. Okay, so B stands for bat, and bat will remind you of tape. Correct? So meaning give honest and sincere appreciation. Just remember that. Now let's move to the third one. What do you see? A guy? Depressed? Huh? Gloomy? Okay.
Full of sorrow.
Walking on a footpath, he's looking at it.
Looking down?
Engrossed.
Engrossed? Okay. Okay, so let me reveal that. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. So this third principle is extremely powerful. Okay, so this is something related to others. See, the first two principles are very much quality oriented. Here also it is your quality, your attitude, but how to arouse an eager want in others, very crucial. Until you can't do it, nobody is going to follow you. Very simple. Okay, so let's look at that. I like cherries and cream. I went to the lake and I had my fish stick and I dangled cherry in that, dipped in the water, waited for an hour, no fish came. Can you tell me why? Exactly.
They don't like it.
Fish don't like it cherries. They don't eat cherries, right? So what do I need to do?
Put something which they like.
Food. Worms. Yeah, worms. So if I want to fish, I have to put something what fish wants, right? Isn't it? Otherwise it will not come, right? Cherries, I like cherries, doesn't matter. Fish doesn't like cherries. So this is what it is, okay? There was a calf, and he is none other than, it's a real story, is none other than Ralph Waldo Emerson, the guy who is a great essayist from US, great philosopher. And the calf was in the garden, and Ralph Waldo Emerson was pushing the calf to the barn, the house where the cows stay. This calf was not moving only. He's trying to push, but it's not moving. And he had his domestic help around who saw Emerson struggling. So what she did, she put her finger in the calf's mouth and then led to the barn. Very simple. Emerson did not know this technique, but the domestic help knew. What does it say?
Something is there for me.
Show them the camera.
What he likes,
So then
just give him.
Sorry?
What he likes, just give him. It
Just
will move.
exactly. Whatever that it likes, you give that and it will move.
It will get what we want.
Yeah. So if you want something to get done by others, give something what will motivate him, what he will help him improve as well. Nowadays, we hear a lot of stories. Kids are smoking. How can you motivate a kid not to smoke? What can you tell a child that so that he quits smoking?
To show him the certain
Disadvantages.
testimonial clients those who suffer after smoking.
So in the
So that he can
future,
realize what will be my future if I do this.
Okay, so show him the challenges, the problems he'll face because of continuous smoking. Okay, that is one way. What else? You said something? Show him.
So in the future of bad smoking,
Okay.
bad lungs,
You can also tell him about his good points.
Okay.
Because if he has a bad point, maybe he is very good in sports,
Mhm.
or maybe he is good in other things. So we have to tell him that, okay, these are good things. Why don't you focus on that more?
Okay.
Because if we start like, okay, this is a bad habit, but if we keep on telling him this is bad, so over a period of time he become rebellious and he may increase smoking also.
True. Very true. So
You can also tell him that good boys don't smoke.
yeah.
That will not work.
Yeah.
It will not work.
They know all these fundamentals. They know. You see.
they put it on social media, which
Yeah.
is, they're showing the dirty water and
Mm.
this happens, this is when you smoke this much, when you
Yeah.
smoke too much. It's floating around now.
Yeah.
So
Very,
that these two boys incident.
which one?
These two boys who jumped from the bridge.
Okay.
They were smoking, no?
Recently, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I missed that one. So, I mean, these guys know that cigarette smoking is injurious to health. They know that it affects your lungs. It has a lot of, it does bad things to our health and body and all that. But still they smoke.
Because they know everything. Because they enjoy present moment.
Hmm.
They don't think about the future. For that future, we have to show the children the practical. Those who are suffering can see from last 10 years they were doing this.
Hmm.
This is their present now.
Hmm.
Would you like to be your present after 10 years like this?
Yeah, so show something like that. So they see that it is very painful if
Now
I
you are
continue
feeling
smoking.
pleasures.
Yeah.
If you quit now, later on you may enjoy. Otherwise, you have to punishable after 10 years.
Correct.
That time he may quit.
Make quit. Yeah. One of the participants in one of the workshops, he said that, Anand, what we can tell our kids, that if you smoke, your teeth will become yellow and the girls will not like you.
Major.
Measure, right? So find out now if your kid is interested in girls, and normally it works, right? So you tell that if you do that, no girls is going to come close to you, So
Lungs are something you can't see.
yeah, you can't see lungs. Doesn't matter lungs, how black it is, how much toxic material it has deposited, nobody sees. But something which can motivate the boy, right? Also nowadays kids don't eat healthy food, right? But they do eat pizzas, burgers, and Lays and all that, right? So how can we motivate our kids to eat healthy food?
It will become obese and then girls won't like it.
Yeah, but let's say this guy is 5-6 years old, maybe he's too small, so he doesn't have that
My kid is
thinking.
4 years old now. He actually likes Doraemon and Chota Bheem.
Okay.
I mean, Chota Bheem is his favorite character, Chota Bheem.
Okay.
Whenever he does this kind of thing, I tell him that if you want to become strong as Chota Bheem, then you must eat this. Else you will not become strong as Chota
Correct.
Bheem. And he eats. When he
It's
works for
very
him.
nice.
In the cartoon characters,
Yeah, like,
tell them
earlier those
this is
Popeye.
bad.
Yes, papaya, like palak. Yeah.
Palak.
It became very popular with my kids actually because of papaya thing.
Especially at this age, they are very highly influenced by those characters.
Yes, very true.
Chota
Very
Bheem,
true.
like even in the night, he wants that Chota Bheem wala thing now beside him. So उसको लेके वो पकड़ के सो जाते हैं.
Right, right. So you know that what influences him, right?
Tell him you teach your father what is healthy.
Yeah.
He not only teaches the father what is healthy, but he makes it a practice.
Who? Your.
My nephew.
Oh wow, very nice. Okay, very
They
nice.
like to eat out and all. No?
Okay. But kid doesn't want to go. I mean, he focuses on healthy
But
food.
it's very natural for a kid to grow up liking natural food,
Hmm.
and it it is learned behavior to have pizza and burger.
Yeah, true,
So
very
He
true.
has learned to tell his father what is healthy. And
See,
then they all have
now they will also get inspired, right? When my kid himself is saying that I
They
should
feel
do it.
ashamed.
Yeah, exactly. They feel ashamed. In fact, my kid is 12 years old and he plays football in the school. He's in the school team and all. And he kind of, he forgets everything when it comes to football. So no study, no sleep, nothing, no food when it comes to football. And he loves pizzas. He loves chicken also. So whenever you put chicken on the table, he's eating, as if he has never eaten. Whenever you bring chapati or something like that, he goes like this. He starts sleeping, I like this. So I enrolled him in one of the coaching for football, and the coach told me, sir, he plays very well, but no, he doesn't have body. So I thought, yeah, he's right. I said, why don't you tell him? If I tell, he'll not believe, right? So he told him कि तुम अच्छा खेलते हो लेकिन बॉडी बनाओ और अच्छा खेलोगे. And now his desire is to play well. His motivation is to play well. So he started eating well. So now we don't have to go behind him, always tell him eat, eat, eat. Now he himself is motivated. Same thing in your case, your son, he relates to the character of Chota Bheem. Now whatever Chota Bheem does, you can easily influence him, using that technique. So we have to find out what our kids like and then use that to motivate them. Henry Ford, if there is one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from our own. This is a golden principle, and this also appeared in the principle number 1 also. When you criticize others, look at things from others' point of view. This holds good everywhere, and if we start following it, we'll never have conflict, any problem with any individual, So principle 3. So arouse in the other person an eager want. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Why? As business professionals, we are constantly selling our ideas, but people consent to help for their own reasons, not ours. If we make it clear how our ideas will benefit them, there is no limit to the cooperation we could receive. This is the bottom line. Every human being does things for his or her own reason. Just give that to that person and there is no limit to the cooperation you can receive from that person. So this is the one. So that was C. C stands for, can we link C and maybe C is cat, for example. How can we remember this third principle, arouse an eager want in others? Or we can link with the fish actually,
Cherry.
Yeah, so instead of cherry, we have the cat. See, cat will always remember. So we have dangled the cat in the hook and dipped in the water to get the fish, which is ridiculous, right? So if you want to get fish, you dangle cat, it will not come. You have to put the worm, right? That means you create an eager want in others, right? Is it easy to remember?
Yes.
See? So 3 principles. A stands for, let's just quickly refresh. A stands for?
Complain, criticize, condemn.
Yeah, so don't criticize, condemn, complain. Okay. B, bat, tape. So
Things, achievements, personal traits, and give evidence.
evidence. Very nice. So meaning give sincere and honest appreciation. C, cat.
The cherries.
Yeah. So that means
Find a reason.
reason to motivate others. Create an eager want in others. So any questions?
Very good.
Yeah. So with this we close it. Thank you.
Thank you.